Hey, hi. Today I want to talk about why you should book a domain name, which is actually in your own name. So you have yourname.com or your first name, last name.com. Why is that you should go for a domain like that? Is it something that will help you? Is it something that will help your business? Is it really worth going with the domain name like that? Are some of the questions I will try to answer in this short video. The hesitation that a lot of people have when they are going for a domain name in their own name is they're not sure as to how they will use that domain name, or they are not really sure what benefit it will bring in for them or for their business. um, you know, this is the very doubt which is rooted in everybody's mind, and people end up buying domains which are probably in their business name or a business that they are thinking about, and things like that. Here are top 5 reasons why you should go for a domain in your own personal name. Number one, and the most important aspect, is that it helps you brand yourself. The point here is that the easiest way to brand your product or services is to brand it in your own name. Now you would ask, how will that help, and why is that really important? See, the point here is that when you go about creating a brand from the scratch, you have to do a lot of work, which basically includes, creating a personality of your brand, finding a logo, infusing whatever qualities you feel you need people to perceive from it in terms of a brand, product, or service. Now, listen out carefully here. So the point is that you have grown up, maybe you are 18 plus years of age at least, and you have grown into a personality. What shapes you today is a lot to do with what you have been brought up with, how you have been brought up with, what language you have learned to speak, which environment you grew up, what education you got, and things like that. So it's much more easier for you to define yourself on the online media as a personality and associate yourself with a brand. So, if that makes a bit of sense for you, it's important to understand that the easiest brand that you can create is to brand yourself. And I would love to do a more descriptive video about that, but for now, let's limit it at that. The second point that is worth mentioning is that a lot of people, if you are in consultancy or you are into freelancing, a lot of people, when they search about you, the first impression that they will have is through searching online. Now, increasingly, a lot number of people, not just hiring managers, but your partners, your business prospects, are searching you online and trying to understand what you are about. And that being the case, a lot of people, when they see a very strong statement in the terms of how you have projected online, how you have projected yourself online, and in a manner that is congruent with the product or service offerings that you have, there is a strong possibility that you will end up reinstating your authority in that particular area. And this is a very good first impression for a lot of people who are seeking, a better understanding of you, your products or services, to get into business terms with you. The other reason why you would want to have a online domain in your own name is that a lot of information that you want to put online is something that needs a space and a location. And if you won't realize it when you start, but very soon you will realize once you've started that there's hell lot of information that you want to share with people about your products and services, about your standing, about your recommendations, about your reviews, what you like, what you don't like, and the kind of products that you would recommend to your customers. And not just that, there's a lot of information with respect to the niche that you operate in, which might be very valuable for your customers. Now, if all this information is hosted on a domain name, which is your own personal name, there every time a person is looking at the information that you have shared, you are actually getting branded. People start identifying you and your name associated with the product, service, or the offerings that you have in the market. Now, this one is important. A lot of people don't realize what kind of negative impact a public email ID has when you are interacting with your business prospects. The other thing that I want to stress about having your own personal domain name is that you can have an email ID which is like email at firstname dot lastname dot com or email at firstname lastname dot com. Now, this type of email is essentially again branding you as a person whenever it is being received or read by a person, and it's very professional against having an email which is your name at gmail.com or your name last name at email.com. So you see the point there. If you have a email ID which is having your own personal domain name, you are placed much better in a situation which is not just authoritative, but it stresses the point that the information is coming from a person who is associated uh, as a real person behind the information that is being shared. Now, this essentially lets you develop the know, like, trust factor with your business prospects. When you have your own domain name, there are a lot of platforms like blogger.com, wordpress.com, or tumblr.com, which allow you to associate your custom domain with their platforms. Now, this is a huge opportunity because you get a custom domain name which is in your own name hosted on these websites for free. Although they do have some limitations, and as you scale up, you can use the paid features. But then to get started, this is a great opportunity. I mean, you not just get to capitalize the amazing network of people who are connected with you on that network, but you also have an opportunity to scale up. So, if you want to read more about why you should have your own domain name, you need to click the link below and go to the website. There you will find much more descriptive information about why it is important to book your own domain name. So, that's it for now. Thanks a lot.